Now I'm going to show you how easy is it for SaveGingerly to immediately track all the places that are right next to you. So you don't have to spend any time waiting for figuring out where you are, fiddling with your phone, trying to enter a lot of things with respect to how much you've spent, etc. Do is fire up the app, and it immediately starts finding all the places that are right next to you. And since I am near the Albany Twin movie theater, there you go, and it's actually already figured out that I'm here for entertainment. So now all I have to do is to enter how much am I spending over there. $18 for 2 tickets, and it's figured out that my budget for entertainment was roughly 70 bucks, and I haven't spent a single dime so far, so I'm doing quite well. And I hit save. So now I'm going to show you how easy does SaveGingerly make it for you to enter your expenses. I'm at Four Corners Cafe. It's my regular coffee and breakfast spot, and the app runs location in the background, so it's already figured out that I'm here. And now it's actually showing me a proximity alert, and all I have to do after ordering my nice cup of coffee is to press that, and now it's showing me how much have I spent in the category of restaurant. It's already categorized this this place as restaurants because I've also ordered breakfast over here, and now it's all I have to do is to enter how much have I spent over here. So I'll enter the amount, and voila, I'm done. The good thing is that it's also showing me historically how much do I spend on eating out, and it's telling me that my budget was $500 for eating out, and I have already spent $703. I'm over. Now that I've actually entered my expense at this location, if I wanted to review my budget allocation, then that's also relatively intuitive. So all you have to do is set your total monthly budget. Right now we only allow you to set your monthly budget. Everything else in terms of your 7-day budget or 14-day budget is just prorated according to your monthly budget. And say for the category of restaurants, I wanted to change the budget. So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can actually slide this guy over here and say, okay, out of my budget of $5,000, I want to allocate 29.2%. Or I could just change it by editing it in the text box over there. I could say that I actually want to make it $600. And then everything else gets adjusted accordingly. So it's that notification flashed by very fast, but it's telling me that all my other budget, they get adjusted, and if the total budget that I have allocated is still less than $5,000, then everything else that's a remainder just goes over to the category miscellaneous. Now I'm back at home, and I just remember that I forgot to make entries into SaveGingerly about a few places where I'd spent some money before. So we have taken care of that situation as well. Since the app is always running in the background, it always keeps track of all the locations where you spent a decent amount of time. So so now all I have to do is press the plus button over there, and then I can now start, tapping the name of the place, and it will try to figure out, yeah, there you go. So I was at, and then I can now start, tapping the name of the place, and it will try to figure out, yeah, there. And I had been to Gregoire's over the weekend, and yeah, there you go. It's figured out that I was there. It's not only figured out the time when I was there at roughly noon, and it's also figured out the category, as in the fact that it's a restaurant expense. Now all I have to do is make an entry for the amount that I spent over there, and there you go, I'm done. And everything else gets updated, the amount got updated, and it's also already showing me how I'm overspending in the category of restaurants. So yeah, the bottom line is that SaveGingerly, even if you don't remember to enter an expense, it remembers all the places you have visited, and it provides you a nice way for you to just enter the amount. All you have to do is start tapping the name of the place. Now I'm going to show you another very nifty feature of SaveGingerly, it provides you a very nice hierarchical view into your expenses. So you can select the time interval over which you want to view your expenses, let's say last 30 days. So it is now showing me how am I doing with respect to the various categories. So I'm doing quite well when it comes to alcohol. I'm not doing so well when it comes to utilities. Grocery, I'm doing quite badly. My budget was $200. I have already spent $243. So I'm over by $44. Now let's actually do a deep dive into one of the categories. Let's do restaurants over there. I'm doing quite well when it comes to restaurants. It's also now in the next level showing me all the various places where I spend money while eating out, and it's sorted such that the things at the bottom are the ones where I spend a lot of money. I've spent a lot of money at Crab Fine because I go there a lot. Now, one of the other things that you can do is when you're back home or when you have some free time, you can now start going over all these places where you spent any money. You may have only entered the amount, and now what you may want to do is actually make an entry in with respect to the receipt. You may want to take a picture of your receipt. As it turns out, I had forgotten to enter a receipt for the creamery where I was yesterday. So I'm not gonna immediately dive into the creamery, and I will go into the individual item over there. I'll hit the scan button, and now I will try to take a picture of the receipt. So now if I go back and look at that entry, a receipt is associated with the creamery. I could actually hit that and I could now see the receipt.